God Killer is a game designed by Connie and currently in development with Evil Hat Productions. Find out more about God Killer, Blades in the Dark, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, and other great games at evilhat.com.
Content warning: gore, torture, death, divine violence, trauma response, betrayal.
ये जहां सब शुरू हुआ, ये कहां? वहीं जहां सब खत्म होने वाला है.
Screams fade away to laughter as we travel back in time. Long before our planets were inhabited, long before the river Paristan birthed itself, we are in a sea of white with laughter of children filling the space. One by one, they come forth, 5 sparkling motes of light, 5 cosmic divinities, birthed of entropy herself, the eternal sister and rival of time. These divine siblings had no name yet, so they decided to give each other names. The eldest wanted to be called Khwahish, Désiré. The youngest, Faris, Shiaka. Hanan eagerly decided on her name, and only the middle children remained. Qismat named herself Fate, as she's also known. As this wasn't her first lease on divine life, and the last sibling was left ignored, as they all clamored to Qismat's stories of her previous lives. So this last sibling called herself Khamsa, the 5th, the protection against jealousy. But jealous she became. As the gods colonized 4 habitable planets spread across the galaxy, Khamsa was left to fend for herself. Finding no planet that could be habitable enough and seeing her erstwhile loving sister Qismat play and create wonderful beings on the planet known as Khilona, the toy, well, she decided what her fate was going to be. She killed her sister in cold, divine blood, as the other siblings quietly brushed it under the carpet. But why did they? You see, in all of her stories, Qismat's stories through her previous divine lives, there was a common thread. All those other cosmic children becoming gods would eventually end up dead. So they thought it was in their best interest that Qismat dies for good, and their death would be written out. They would live forever, happy with their toys. But little did they know, Qismat knew how all stories would end. even her own. So here's what she did. She sent a piece of herself, a part of her essence, flying out into the cosmos, traversing different and distant galaxies, civilizations, pantheons, and mortals who could kill divinity. And that essence made friends, and they sought vengeance and justice. Qismat brought friends from far away to the cradle, and Hamsa was their first target. We see footsteps as we hear them pitter-patter on a marble surface in a small room. Jose, you have woken up in a palace. You found a wormhole which pulled you in and brought you here and left you alone. As you look to the ceiling, Jose, you see intricate carvings, geometrical designs, and if you consider to accept that dots and dents in the walls could represent the essence of a story, of the beginning of the universe, that's what it would be. Ming Li, you stare up at a similar ceiling as you walk backwards. Pulled into this palace without knowing how or why. You remember going into sleep and seeing stars, seeing galaxies, seeing potentials. But as you woke up from that dream, you woke up here, in this room. The sound of rushing wind originating from nowhere and everywhere is heard from the windows. Nothing but bright white light outside. No ground, no sky, not a single living person around. Until you bump into Jose.
I'm sorry. What am I? Whoa, this. Okay, language. What? Okay. Oh, okay. What are we speaking? Hello? Hi? Hello? Am I conscious that I'm speaking a different language?
You, in your mind, you believe you're speaking Spanish?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I didn't see much of anything. Where are we? Where am I? Jose Andres Espina. He is tall. He's a slender frame. Very shy, like bad posture. Very Superman when he's trying to be Clark Kent posture-wise, but he does not have any of that musculature. It's like Spider-Man twink energy, where he's sad. Get this man a sandwich, it's bad. And he just has a very lost puppy look perpetually.
I love him. Yeah, so Ming Li is actually visibly looks like he's not having any sort of weapons on him. And he holds himself with a sort of grace. He's got the feline eyes, and he's looking at you a little bit like he's not sure if you're food or foe.
I think Jose comes from a subterranean world, so first thing is all this like bright light, this whiteness around him. He's like, geez, oh, whoa. He's blinking real hard, and he's like, I'm sorry I'm blinking so much, I'm not used to the light. I could have sworn I saw ears upon you. Oh no, they're okay. My name is Jose Andres.
Are you also nocturnal?
No, I've just been underground for a number of years since I died.
Oh.
Do you also come from a place where you go there if you die? Or are you full alive?
I'm very
Is that
alive.
rude to ask? Oh, okay. Happy for you.
Well, I did consider trying to sniff you to see if you smelled dead, but That would have been rude.
Well, this is like afterlife. I don't know what an afterlife smells like. You can tell me. I work in a mine, so I'm sorry if just BO and stuff. I did just finish running through a prison.
You finished running through a prison. So he sort of does delicately smell at you, but at a distance, as though he's a little afraid, like what he might smell.
You can do mortal moves if you like.
Yeah, I think I would like to feel out a little bit more of this undead phenomenon in front of me.
When you try to feel out a person, place, or thing, say what you want clarity about and answer one. The GM will give you clarity the clarity you seek as they answer the other. What feels welcoming on the surface? What feels dark or unnerving when I peer deeper? So what I'm gonna do, I'm not going to answer the other question. Jose is going to answer the other question.
Let's go.
I want clarity on what is like dark or unnerving. I want to know if there's any danger about this new person. So the one that I'm answering is the other one, which is what feels welcoming on the surface, suppose.
All right.
I think Jose probably reminds me of a kit, like a fox kit. Ones you could just like grab them by the scruff of their neck and just carry them away with you. So like almost immediately, Ming Li is like fighting the urge to like, oh fuck, I need to protect this thing.
What seems... So I'm answering what feels dark or unnerving as you peer deeper.
Yeah.
You've noticed the guitar on his back, but there is always like a little bit of music that is very low volume surrounding him. And at first you thought it was like, oh, maybe when he got up, when he turned around, there was some movement on the strings or something. But as you like are peering and trying to scope me out, what you notice is that there is, if you really focus, there's like very small, almost entirely transparent, translucent ghosts, like ghostly faces that have gathered around like the back of my head and ears like a chorus and are constantly singing something into my head.
Okay, right. Okay, with that piece of information, he sort of like does a little nod. He doesn't reach out his hand. He doesn't do any of that stuff. He just goes, "You can call me Ming Li."
My name is Jose Andres. It is nice, I want to say, to meet you, but this is... I don't know what this is. I know how I got here. How did you get here?
I went to bed, and I woke up here, which is very, very annoying because I only just got my nest perfect. I can assume that you don't know where we are.
Well, my goddess told me that I was going to the place of the gods that were higher than her. So that's where I assume we are, or maybe this is... I mean, I don't see anybody else around unless you're a god.
No.
Okay.
God, no.
Okay. So then maybe this is like a reception hall?
As you look around, this looks like a rich ass palace. It could belong to the highest of kings or queens, to the highest of royalty. The walls are so beautifully engraved and carved. There's beautiful wallpapers everywhere. The floor mixed with marble and lapis lazuli and other gemstones. It looks rich, but it also feels abandoned. It's been abandoned for a while. There may have been once life here. There is not so anymore.
Osandre?
You can call me Jose. It's easier.
Osandre. There doesn't seem to be anyone here, but I feel we should probably have a look around. And looking up at this tall, lanky new companion he has now picked up, do you have any way of protecting yourself?
Well, I have a pickaxe from the mines. I've never used it to attack before, but I do have a guitar, and that did help me with a riot. So that was, yeah. I have options, I think.
Your guitar helped you with a riot.
Yeah, I made everyone sing, and we summoned a god.
I got mad and I killed a god.
You can do that?
It wasn't on purpose. No, it was very fully on purpose, but I didn't expect to survive it.
Who did you kill?
As you say, who did you kill? And Ming Li, as you're about to answer, you hear an echoing scream from far away, deep inside the palace, much far from where you are. So many rooms down, so many doors down. Kala, you are floating in nothingness, shadowless space, until slowly you can find the shapes of a large palace. Walls of red bricks, floors of marble inlaid with lapis lazuli, gold domed roofs, minarets made with arched windows, and an entrance built with a beauty to rival the greatest designs to ever have been carved into stone by rough and delicate hands. Kala, you are pulled inside as you are welcomed with a scream, and you see a being hundreds of feet tall, a royal feminine figure with hands shackled to the roof. This being's once beautiful jewelry and ornaments and crown are torn apart, broken, flesh and bones hanging by a single muscle. Unnatural cuts through their body as if they were slashed apart but were still connected through a phantom force. Their irises glow white as they breathe in. You are meeting Khamsa.
Oh shit.
You can recognize her through the shapes and figures portrayed in art throughout your world of Kelowna. Free me!
I immediately fall to my knees. What? Hamza? I thought you were dead.
Blood dripping out of her mouth, coughing, screaming. Her neck and shoulder, where it's supposed to be joined, it's separated by a slash, and you can almost feel like it's being joined by tiny motes of stars. One of her arms at the elbow is completely separated, but you can see a single sinew connecting it. You need to sacrifice yourself, my dear. Only then can our world survive. She's here. Qismat is here. She's here.
You lied to me. You lied to everyone, but nobody knows about Qismat. You lied to 4 different worlds. What? You killed your sister. Why should I save you from her?
Yes, she did, didn't she? Kala. You look good, Hamsa. Last time I was here, we were still sisters. You hear a voice behind you.
I mean, like, action turned.
There is another feminine figure, draped in cloth covering each and every piece of her body except for her fingers and her eyes. You can perhaps see the bridge of her nose. This is the essence of Qismat, whom you met when Shaka showed you visions. I have an inkling that I've met you, Kala. Was it Faris? That little boy. Well, he's gone now.
Why are you killing all of them? I thought you had an issue with Kamsa. Why? And if you're still here, if there's a part of you still here, why do our worlds have to die? Why can't the two of you talk and sort it out?
Talk with my killer? Talk with the enablers? The witnesses of my murder? It is interesting, isn't it, Kala, that you guys never questioned why you had to sacrifice a life every single week to give your god power. You never questioned, just blind obedience, because it felt right, didn't it? You didn't have hunger, you didn't have poverty, so a life to be sacrificed is just a small price to pay, isn't it? And you, being the trophy, well, it helped. Your family was spared. Gruider didn't know when you killed him that this would work. He knew about this place. He wanted to be a god. He wanted to be in place of Hamsa. But you were gracious enough to kill him, get his power. And a curse. Oh, my dear, you have a curse, don't you?
I do.
Thou shalt not be remembered for any of your good deeds. How's that working out for you?
It's not so different. You spend most of your life with people not really caring about who you really are. It's going from one role to the next, isn't it? You're the middle child, you're the disappointment, you're Kamsa's champion. And what am I now? Did people care about my good deeds? Could they have cared at all if it wasn't Kamsa that I was doing those deeds for? I don't need Ruhida's power. I don't need Kamsa. Yes, nobody questioned anything. I am questioning it right now. I want my family safe. I want my people safe. You need to take Kamsa's place.
Oh, do I need to take Hamsa's place? The place which was already mine? I hear someone. Oh, they're running over here. Let me pull them in too. And Jose and Ming Li, if you were turning towards the screen, you are now, without knowing how or why, both of you are pulled through walls, pulled through the space, into this giant hall in front of a destroyed god and the essence of fate, the comet whom you saw in the sky. You know it is her. Your heart's telling you that it is her. I need all of you to recognize a god, please.
Okay.
So, when you want to recognize the signs or influence of a god of the cradle, roll 2d6, add 1 for each true statement. You're in or near their domain. Yes. You're familiar with their gospel. None of you are familiar with their gospel. And it'd be bad if you didn't know. Yes.
I did have that whole flashback scene. I've had some exposition.
Sorry. Jose and Ming Li, you both will roll for this. You will both add +2 to your roll.
I rolled a 10, so 12. I
I
rolled
just
an
barely
overkill immediately.
I just barely scraped a 7.
I'm gonna roll anyway.
7.
That's a 7
Sure.
plus like 3, I think. So
Okay. On a hit, the GM will give you a clear interpretation of the omens. Ask your GM a single follow-up question of your choosing. Jose, this is not the true Qismat. Almost the true god. But the part of Qismat who knew that she was going to die. And specifically separated the part of her who wanted vengeance and sent her out hurtling into the galaxy. And this vengeance wants nothing but death of everything.
Okay. Finkel's is looking at this essence of Qismat and is realizing that I think he gets a similar vibe to seeing the angry version of La Llorona. Is this version of Qismat capable of mercy?
This version of Qismat was already merciful to Hamnah, La Llorona. She has potential to be more merciful. She is choosing not to be.
Potential is good. I can work with potential.
Ming Li, on an overkill, you realize your divinity is actively trespassing against them right now. The GM will say how.
Oh, great.
Jose is giving subservience. Kala is showing confusion. You stand in defiance. You, who has the divinity or the essence of the divinity of Shaka, the one who instigated or the one who wanted Qismat's death to be forgotten. And she knows that. She can feel the essence of Faris, Shaka, over here. And she doesn't like you. Hello, Jose. Did you know that your dear La Llorona was supposed to be the goddess of paradise? And not Dozakh, your hell? That's what these siblings are. Hateful, vengeful, jealous beings. And Ming Li. Oh, my sweet child. Did you know that Shaka was the one who convinced others to let my death slide under the rug, let my death be forgotten? Did you know that? I'm sure you never got to it. That's fine. He's dead now. All these gods want to do is to not die, when death is the only thing that is confirmed in this universe.
My big fatal flaw is that I'm, in my heart, a coward. I think the second we got pulled into the room, I immediately dropped to my knees. Hey, you're looking at something that you are not in any way worthy of even being in the presence of. Drop to your knees, be respectful. It's like, on my knees, my forehead, I think, slams into the ground in that sort of reverent way. And I just say, it wasn't her fault, though. All she wanted was to be with her family.
Why do you think I spared her, dear one? For now,
I've come here by her leave to ask that you grant her, or that you yourself grant us freedom from Dosak, from our hell. We want to know the paradise, and she wants to create the paradise that she was meant to create, according to you. That is why I have come here.
You see Qismat saunter over to you,
Oh no.
gets down on her knees, face to face with you, as she
My head is
pulls
still
your face up.
Oh god.
You want heaven, do you?
For my people, yes. Please. If that is
It will
something
never last. Even your heaven will end one day.
that's okay. Endings are inevitable, but better to live out what time you have left in comfort and peace.
Indeed. She gets up, ignores you.
The moment Qismat like steps up and has like lets go of him, Ming Li like slides in between them, just sort of like tail first, like leave the little guy alone. Little guy, this guy's so much taller than him. So yeah, in between the two.
I came here to warn you. Your galaxy, it was never meant to last. That it has lasted these thousands of years, well, it was a kindness. You see, I have traversed different places, different worlds. I have met people and things and gods, and some of those came along with me to help fulfill this galaxy's fate. There are stars and systems extinguishing in this galaxy as we speak. Stars who could never be gods, planets who could never inhabit a life. I brought you here to see her. I brought you here to see her seal her fate as the murderer she is, and then to go back to your families, hold your loved ones close, and tell them that the end is coming for everyone. No memories shall last, no love remembered, no sorrows regretted. It will all die, and soon. And you see, she brings forth her hand, and a sword forms from thin air into her hand. A curved sword. Already has blood on it. She looks at Khamsa. Still want to stay alive, do you? You see this hundreds of feet tall goddess now chained and bound, crying and weeping and in pain. She spits. The spit of a blood which feels as if a mountain has split in front of you.
I think that Kala is Kala is crying, but through her tears she's going to walk up to where Qismat has walked to. Why do you get to decide all of this? And also, you did bring me here. I came here. Why do you need to be cruel?
Oh, Kala, I can see a curse. Drishti. Oh, I can see her future.
Don't say her name.
A monster. A dictator. A killer. That's... Kala, that's what she is becoming. Her and Zainab together.
I'm gonna slash at her with my dagger.
We gonna die. We gonna die tonight.
I can take your curse away. They can change their fate. As she steps back, one step back from the slash of your dagger, anticipating it. If they can remember who you are, who you were, they will not become the people whom you saw. Shahid won't be killed, defending your family.
And how do I know this isn't more lies? How do I trust you aren't lying to us? I wanna say that technically I have activated my divine trigger, slashing out at Qismat.
Jose and Ming Li, both of you see a couple of lights floating here and there, just coming in and going out, almost like it's phasing through the palace itself. These modes of light is being ignored by everyone. It's being ignored by Hamza. It's being ignored by Qismat, Kala. Both of you can feel that in these modes of light that you're seeing lies a godly power. You are in the place where gods are birthed. This is where they come from.
Okay.
How close to us are these motes of light?
If a single point of light or a single ball of light could respond to a gaze and you could feel it move and almost look back at you, it does. You only have to reach out for it and it will come to
In
you.
that case, I think almost like a magnet, the closer I get to my guitar, the closer one of the motes of lights is starting to move towards me, such that when I start to play, it will rest where my hand meets the strings and come to me.
Apollo, you see Kala lash out at Qismat as Qismat steps back, speaking mocking almost words which sound like a mockery to Kala. As a light reaches towards you, Kala, what are you doing?
I would like to challenge someone dangerous.
Oh, God. We're all gonna die.
When you challenge someone dangerous in front of an audience, say what foolish or risky action you hope they'll take and roll 2d6. Add 1 for each true statement. They care about your opinion. No, they don't. They think they're stronger than you. Yes. The crowd is on your side. You think yes?
Okay, cool. 2d6 plus 2. I'm hoping that Qismat takes the foolish action of telling us more than she should. Kala is going to say, and what happens to you after all of this? You've lived many lives. Are you going to live another? Where do you go? And I roll. Oof. Ooh. Oh no, that's wait. 6, 7, plus 2, 9. 9.
On a hit, your target rises to the bait. You continue to attack with that knife which you made with your sister, Drishti, whom she just said would grow up to become a cold-blooded maniac killer, whom you saw in your vision dragging you by your hair. You continue to slash at her and she continues to avoid it as if this is nothing, you're a plaything, you can't do anything. Kala, I have lived many lives. I shall live many more. I shall not repeat myself again because I am not beholden to entertain you. Do you know? I brought friends. They are here to kill everything and everyone for me. I cannot do it alone, but they can. Those god killers will do the job for me. I wish you, god killers, would have been on my side.
Kala will stop slashing for just a second, being like, what's stopping me? She will look around and scream, GODKILLERS! Show yourself!
Apollo, you feel that light burn into you. You take 2 strain.
Jesus, man.
A mortal is never supposed to hold these amounts of power in them. As it burns into you, you can see cracks forming on your skin, and between those cracks you can see stars and nebulas, everything, the stuff that the universe is made of between them. But you still feel a power within it. You want things to calm down.
I really do. I think there's a god on a torture rack. Another god is talking about how everything ends, so let it suffer. And this person that I haven't even been introduced to is challenging a god and calling out to nebulous god killers, which I know the term because technically I inherited the position of god killer from my brother when he died. But I didn't kill La Llorona, I spared her. And I think I want everybody to just kind of take 2 steps back.
You have your divinity awakened with this power.
Ah! Yippee! I get the guitar, and I remember the roof of the holding room that we were in. In that moment of unleashing my divinity, I take the art, the visual art, and I immediately translate it into a song. And I start playing that song. It's just instrumental, but I want to elicit those memories of creation, peace, creativity, and possibility. That more futures are possible than what has been laid out here.
It could be unleash your divinity. When you unleash your awakened divinity, describe how your godhood surges forth as you exert your will upon reality. You accomplish one single brilliant feat with one side effect of your choosing. It is brief, it is obvious, it is unstable. Afterward, your divinity becomes dormant once more. So, what do you choose?
I'm panicked, and I'm reaching for my guitar out of pure instinct. I think it's unstable. I think what I start singing about is Qismat is talking about I have friends that will kill you all, and I say nope, and I start singing about the divine song and choir that created everything and created infinite possibilities, and the voices that I hear in my head all the time as a choir, everybody can hear them now as they sing alongside with me.
Ming Li, Kala, you start hearing a choir, voices from faces forming all around the space as they start to sing the song of the universe. And as the song starts, the first crack in the walls of the palace appear. Cracks on the walls, cracks on the ceilings, cracks on the floor. Beneath the floor, empty, white space. Ming Li, is there anything that you are doing?
What is her response to the cracks in the palace?
Qismat turns to Jose, and there is anger, but there is anguish. There is anguish about the future, about what is true, what she knows is true for the entire universe. There's anguish about the beginning of the universe, which started with a murder. There is anguish about her own soul being torn apart by the one whom she called sister. There is anguish knowing that she has been forgotten, that her essence lived on in Kala, but nobody knew. There is anguish for all the love and for all the moments that are lost and that can never come true.
Okay. I turn, I look her in the eye, and I ask, is this really what you want, the end of everything? Will it bring you peace? Is the end of every living thing that you have created something you really want?
Would you like to do a move?
I would like to do a move.
I want you to tempt fate.
Great. Yes, I would love to do something dumb. Let me tempt fate.
When you tempt fate, literally, with your actions, say what perilous feat you're trying to accomplish and roll 2d6. Add 1 for each true statement. A skilled ally is lending you a hand. Yes. I would say Apollo, or I would say Jose is lending you a hand. You have no other options. I do think you have other options. You are far from any god that wishes you harm. Incorrect. So that's a +1.
Oh, yay. Oh, that's a 6.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, of course you do.
On a miss, the fates laugh in your face. The GM will describe how your plan implodes. You catch Qismat in a moment where she is most volatile, where she is only tempted, baited, and she knows what you want to do.
I wanted to talk her down from killing the entire universe.
It is not I who creates. It is not I who destroys. I keep the war between our mothers, time and entropy going. That is my duty. That is for which I was born. If things don't die, they can never be born again. And you, she looks at you, Jose. And you, she looks at you, Kala. And especially you, she looks at Khamsa. All of you must die. Everything must die. Kala, you screamed, God killers, show yourself. Ming Li, what you said, your plan does implode. You can't talk her down. The help you're getting from Jose, which would have helped to calm things down and maybe talk Qismat down from immortal actions, actions which can't be taken back, it implodes. The cracks in the walls, they widen. Khamsa is slowly being torn apart more and more. Slowly, muscle by muscle, bone by bone, as she screams louder. There is one thing that you achieve, though, as you are heading to your doom, all of you. Jose, your song and the power you just wielded, they revealed a few things in this space. Comets caught in time. Essences of things, of people, of divinity who once were. They form into people one by one, hanging in space. You don't know what they're feeling, but they now see what Qismat is. They now see Qismat for who she is, for what she's doing, as they all turn to you three.
Je bent de kunst zelf. Je bent goed, je bent slecht, je bent buitengewoon, je bent vreselijk, maar boven alles ben je jezelf. Het lot heeft geen macht over de keuzes die je maakt. Je bent een zee van oneindige mogelijkheden.
المياه تمشي كما تشاء تعمر البلاد وتدمر الجبال وهي حرة تكون وتكون ما أجملكم.
Apa yang lebih indah daripada kebebasan? Apa yang lebih berkuasa daripada pilihan? Takdir tidak memilih untukmu, sayang. Kamu tidak berhutang apa-apa kesetiaan kepadanya.
Du stehst für das, was du liebst. Und bevor du etwas anderem deine Liebe schenkst, irgendjemandem, lerne, dich selbst zu lieben. Du bist deine eigene Liebe wert, drum verzweifle nicht. Deine Liebe ist wertvoll.
Oka no kamigami ga ome o arero no kata i hipparureru dashou ga nai. Arera wa watashi o suhai shiro to sakebu dashou. Ome ni shoumai suru mono wa nani mo nai to iokoto o oboreru. Arera wa ome ni sonke ni atai suru koto o shime sa nakeriba ikenai.
वो समुंदर जिसके पानी से हर जिस्म और रूह में जान आ जाए, वो समुंदर तुम्हारी खुशी है, तुम्हारा वजूद है, और तुम्हारा वजूद मेरा वजूद है.
You are my future, and I'm proud that you are my legacy. You will have yours too. No one has ever gone so long as they are remembered for all the joy and tears they've brought, and no one is ever alone, as long as they have memories to keep them warm on cold nights.
Então lute, meu amor. Lute com palavras, lute com violência, lute com pavor. Lute com a promessa que sua liberdade vai sempre ser sua.
तुम आजाद हो और हमेशा रहोगे, इस जन्म में और हर जन्म में. तुम वो आग हो जो हर सूरज को जिंदा रखता है.
Kea toina on tina vuka. Kea toina on oing shin na vak. Kea toina on sturm av marchi kujo av alu. Dein dorala nish. Direk nary rynemer.
Niektóre z nas przyszły tu z własnej woli, inne zostały przekonane, dla niektórych to było wrodzone. Ale prawdą jest jedno, podążanie zawsze było naszym wyborem, nie będziemy zmuszane.
ದೇವರುಗಳ ನೋವು ನಿನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳೇ ರೂಪ ಪಡೆದಂತಿವೆ ಕಣೋ. ನೀನು ಆ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳ ಕಡೆದಿಂದ ತಿರುಗಿ ನಡೆದರೆ ಆ ದೇವರು ಸಹ ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವವಿಲ್ಲದವನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತಾನೆ.
La decisión de venir aquí fue nuestra. La decisión de destruir los dioses fue nuestra. Ahora, la decisión de rechazar más violencia es nuestra.
We have made mistakes too, but those mistakes are ours. The choice to kill your world was ours. But so is this. We take our choice back.
The gods cannot make choices for us. If they dare, they shall fall. It is us who make them. They are nothing but pillars built brick by the prayers and wishes of countless people. We will make better ones.
Family, hope, memories, and so much can be taken from you. But what they can never take away is your promise to triumph. Suffer now, dear one, but remember, Suffering can never last if we snuff it out with love for ourselves.
诸神的力量从来都只是我们允许他们拥有的力量，放逐终将到来，困住我们的枷锁也终会碎裂。即便他们未被打破，也请记住，我为你们骄傲，为你们每一个人骄傲。
Amaan, I'm gonna fight you.
I might cry right now. I actually feel like I'm going to cry right now.
He can't take all of us if we jump him.
All those essences of god killers and divinities who are no more, those essences of things long past whom Qismat brought forth to end this galaxy, they are not now on her side. You see Qismat look at those friends whom she brought with them. You dare! You dare! I brought you. I gave you life. I gave you chances. You promised me. You promised me. And she hurtles towards Hamza with a sword in hand. If you want to do it, I can give you one chance of doing a like an individual move, and I can give you one chance of doing a crucible move, but it has to be a mutual decision. It has to be together.
Hey, strangers, do you want to go out with a bang?
Absolutely.
People I
That's
don't
the
know.
only way. That
I
is the only way we're
don't
doing
know.
it.
I don't know whether we're supposed to be killing her or not.
You know what? That's so real and valid.
Friends, what would you think if instead of killing a god or sparing a god, we manifested a miracle?
My manifesto miracle that I was thinking was, all Jose has done has been asking these gods for help and being at their leisure. Part of the message of the other god killers was like, hey, sometimes you gotta take matters into your own hands, basically. So I was thinking, I'm going to make a song that subconsciously makes her think about restoring everything to a peaceful state and channeling the song through her so that it actualizes. If the clock is about to run out, why not just reset the clock and make everyone be happy? Ming Li.
my character is very much one of he's basically built to be a rebel. They're like, oh, your family needs to do this, and it was like, fuck no, and then he wandered off. It was like, oh, you need to bow down to the god, no, and then killed him. So it was just he's very much like, you all need to die now, and he's just like, that's not your choice. You don't get to choose that for me or all of us. So I don't know. He's got zero empathy for like zero.
So my thought was to use my song to do that through a song to the goddess.
Jose does that song to the part of the goddess inside me, and as soon as Kala realizes that, he would then try to transfer the entire soul into... I don't know.
What is Ming Li thinking?
I would like the end of the universe not to happen. He's pretty much down to do anything to get to that point.
You, Jose, are trying to appeal to the part of Qismat which technically resides in a Kala.
Aiming Kala's Qismat power and like guiding it, giving it a direction.
So, I need you to manifest a miracle. So this is a crucible move. Although it is just you who are doing it, all of you are going to take a strain. When you want to manifest a miracle, sacrifice a power. Describe how you channel that power into the world to its fullest potential, then erase it from your sheet. You can never use it again. You are using the power of God, which you just took, which you just tried to embody by appealing to Qismat. And she stopped for a moment. But Ming Li's actions broke it apart. Qismat is now on a thoughtless path to cold murder. You need all the power you can get. It's not something you can control. You sing those words, Kala. You feel your soul tearing apart, almost as if the essence you saw within yourself, in your heart, it breaking apart. Ming Li, you feel it try to pull power from you like a battery, using it up just to power through the intention that Jose has taken forth. All of you take a strain.
I was just gonna ask, is this on top of the one that I already took?
Yes.
Apollo, how many strains do you have?
This one will be marking my 5th.
So, first, you are sacrificing a power which essentially you could never hold in its, in its true form, because it didn't belong to you. It wasn't given. It's something that you took. So, tell me how it shows through as you channel it.
First, it is the spectral river of creation that has been formed around me as I have been singing. I turn the neck of my guitar over towards Kala, and as I'm singing, I'm really ripping into the song. And now it isn't one of possibility, it's one of self-actualization and self-realization, and the innate power of choosing to do something and dedicating your entire self to it, to that cause. And in that moment, with every note, I feel myself getting weaker until I am on my knees, still playing. And the choir around me has started to become just like full visible ghosts around me, until I cough, I'm on my knees, I'm panting for breath, and the one ghost that I haven't seen before, my brother, the one who was supposed to be the God Killer, kneels down, picks me up so that I'm standing, and starts singing with me as we both play this song. And I feel more connected to him than I ever have, as I slowly feel my power and my life force entirely being put into this song. Sending it over to Kala.
Ming Li, how do you support this?
The only thing I know how to do is fight. But I can't fight in this situation, so I've got to try something else. So he comes up behind Jose and he reaches around and places his hand on the back of Jose's neck, and he sings. But he's not a professional singer, so his songs are those that he sings with his family. Those memories, those moments that actually make his life worth living, that he pours all of that in. As much as Jose needs, he's pouring as much as he can with his very awkward singing and letting him use that energy and direct it where he needs it to go.
Kala feels the song pulling at the part of Qismat inside of her. She's thinking of all these other god killers who are just there and supporting them for no reason. She's thinking of these 2 god killers she just met who are willing to go this far, and she just lets go. She's like, let that part of Qismat take over, let Jose's song take over. In like this short amount of time since Hamnah died, she's actually for once gotten to be herself just a little bit, and she just lets it go again.
You feel this part of Qismat burst forth from you, and you actually feel what Qismat, the real goddess who once was, how she was like. You feel love. You feel grief of that love, knowing that everything will pass away one day, even her creations, even her in this life, she will die, her sister will kill her. And you also feel hope. Lives will come forth again, worlds will form again, people will love, people will break hearts, people will betray, people will befriend. But most of all, the soul will persevere despite everything. That people will persevere despite everything, despite anything. And it attaches itself to the Qismat you see before you as it grabs her, stops her, and hugs her. Jose, I want you to suffer your 5th strain. Choose whether you succumb or persevere.
I think I succumb.
Oh, damn it.
If you succumb to the strain of your existence, describe how divinity explodes from you as you die, altering the cradle forever.
I have poured my very essence, not just my divinity, but my mortality, into this song. And as I stop singing, the choir around me fades. I'm on my knees, panting, shaking. My vision is leaving me. But even still, kneeling in front of me, I can still see my brother, so perfectly outlined in a divine light. I did it. We did it. Did I make you proud?
Your brother smiles back. You're braver than I could have ever been.
One last song. Together. And forehead to forehead, together, we begin to sing a lullaby that our mother used to sing to us. And as I die, I send that lullaby into the galaxy so that anybody, everybody, an end will come eventually. But when it is their time to go, they will not go alone, because they will feel a soft hand on their shoulder and a song in their heart that lets them go peacefully.
As you succumb, as you break apart into a million stars, just for a single moment, before your thoughts of your life vanish out of existence, you see a thatched roof. The vision is blurred all around. As you hear the same lullaby being sung by a woman, and you could feel that she is holding you, you see 2 arms reach up in front of your eyes. Tiny little baby arms. It's you. This is the next life that you should lead. As you hear your mother sing, as you hear another elder child sing along with the mother.
I feel my memories of my past life fading. The slate being rewritten back to 0. But the foundational core belief and memory of my soul stays the same, which is that my family will always be there.
Tatiana is proud of you. as Jose is written out of existence forever. Kala and Ming Li, you both see this person whom you just met a few minutes ago, not knowing what was going on, probably scared, definitely worried, explode into stars and fade as you feel the cradle itself tremble. The god killers above you vanish. You see Qismat standing still, an essence of her holding her back from Khamsa, sword still in her hand. Khamsa still crying. What would you like to do?
Allah would like to go and also hug Qismat.
Is there nothing left of Jose?
Ming Li, you see the guitar fall down, hit the floor, which is still breaking off.
I pick up the guitar, much as I did my relative's ashes. I think in his way he's also grieving. Not grieving this person that he'd never met before, spoken all of like 3 sentences to, but like everyone that he's lost up to that point. And he's still weak from everything. He doesn't know what to do, so he just picks up the guitar warily, just like, alright, what now?
Kala, as you hold Qismat, they're huge beings at the moment. You feel lose the essence of Qismat from yourself, now personified. You don't know what is going to come next. If there could be a volatile reaction of chemicals, that is what is going to happen.
As Kala hugs onto part of Qismat, I know how it feels to not be loved the way you want. To maybe your sister wanted what you have. Maybe she just wanted to be like you. This isn't the love you wanted. This isn't the love you deserved. I've never been able to love myself. But here you are. Here's a part of you holding on to the rest of you. You can love yourself in this moment. Right now, I might not be letting you, Qismat, control my own Qismat, but that doesn't mean that I have hate for you. I reject the fate that you decided for me, but I love that you cared to give me a fate at all. Even if this isn't enough, even if you can't love yourself, I'm loving you right now. And yeah, then I just hug and like cry into her.
Qismat's downfall is the thought that she cannot stop. She feels that it's a wave that keeps going on and on and on. She cannot stop. I would like you to roll to spare a god.
Oh, okay.
When you confront a god in their true form and reveal you know their downfall, but relent at the last moment, when you say these words, when this volatile reaction is about to happen and you know you can control it, describe how you spare them and roll 2d6. There's no added modifiers, just a straight roll.
Do I have to describe more, or should I just go? That is a 7.
On a hit, they perform a single favor of your choosing, such as lifting a curse or performing a miracle. You have several choices here.
Too many choices here.
Yes.
The miracle I asked for is undo this destruction. Give us one more chance.
Kala, as you say this, you don't feel time undoing, but you feel the galaxy being stitched together. Some things which are gone will remain gone. People who are dead will remain dead. Planets and stars who have died will not come back. But the chance that Qismat can give you is to leave.
So they're removing themselves from the story?
You see, Qismat, the essence, and the one which was part of you, Kala, both of them merged together as they are hugging themselves. You can hear her sobbing very slightly. She looks at Khamsa, and very, very slowly you can see Khamsa start to be attached back together, almost like cell by cell, blood by blood. It's painful. It's going to take a long time before Khamsa heals. I hate you. But I will leave. I will leave the story. I will die on my own. You will die one day too. All I'm giving you is a bit more time to do what is right. To heal Kelowna. To stop the endless sacrifices. Raz will heal itself in time. Baagh will heal itself. Dozakh will heal itself. I'm trusting you enough to be the sister that I hope you can be once again. When I loved you. When you loved me. Before that jealousy took over. We could have built a palace, a house, a hut together. So I hope you see Kelowna for what it is. This is the chance you get. Goodbye. Qismat fades. The cracks in the palace still breaking apart. Khamsa will have to stay back to heal herself. Eventually, she will heal herself.
I look at it up at Hamza. I don't hate you, but I don't hate you. When we fix this, no more lies, no more sacrifices.
She bows down her head in submission.
And I turn to Ming Li. Hi, I'm sorry about this. Do you have a name?
And he's still holding the guitar. His face looks blank, but his hands are shaking a little bit. You can call me Ming Li. Why are you apologizing?
That's something I haven't quite figured out.
Did you choose it?
Some of it.
Mm.
Do you have a way to get home?
I don't know how I got here. Holds the guitar. He can join my ancestors.
I'm sorry, we lost.
As am I.
Okay, let's hope the answer.
As you walking to the opening of the palace, I mean, the ceilings are breaking apart, and the cradle itself is kind of like trembling. You can see bits and pieces of the universe outside of the cradle here.
As soon as we get out, I'll just... Shireen! Please tell me you're around.
As soon as you say her name, there is an opening of a wormhole right in front of you. A twinkling light down in the distance of that wormhole is just like flying towards you. And suddenly, both of you see a pari from Pakistan, wings outstretched, wearing a nice flowy clothed head covered, wearing a nice jacket. Oh, hey, Kala. Oh shit, what the hell happened here?
It's a long story.
Oh my god. Oh, hello. Oh my god, aren't you a pretty one? Oh, are you from Roz? Oh my god, I heard Faris died.
Ming Li just takes like 2 steps back. Just like very overwhelmed by
I mean,
this.
Ming Li, Shireen,
I mean, like, honest.
she's harmless.
Hi. So,
think.
if you want me to be harmless, I can be harmless. But yeah, I was a big fan of Faris, by the way. I'm sorry. Well, it doesn't matter if he died, but I was a big fan of Faris. He used to visit this place. You know, this is the place where all of you guys go after you die. And, this wormhole, this is our Pakistan. And you probably, some of your family members are here. You can find them here. You can always visit us. It's a very nice place. You can create your own worlds over here. You can visit other parts of the galaxy.
I tap Shireen on the shoulder. He's the one who killed Faris.
Well, my liege, you're free to visit the Pakistan whenever and however.
Please do not call me that.
Please?
You can just call me Ming Li.
Your royal
No,
Ming Li.
royal.
Like,
call me Ming Li.
Anyway, I'm a big fan. I was a big fan of Faris. I'm a big fan of Raz. Ming Li, you see this chatterbox just start to talk and talk.
I'm just going to very carefully reach out my hand and cover her mouth.
The great thing about Pakistan is.
If I remove my hand, will you stop talking?
You should stop talking.
I know whether I should gag you. Slowly, like. Is she like that always?
Yes.
Shireen just does this, and Ming Li, you go deaf.
Love it.
Oh, by the way, do you want to go somewhere? Do you guys want to go somewhere?
I thought you'd never
I'm sorry,
ask.
you can't hear me. She wanted me to shut up.
Okay.
Oh, you do want to go somewhere?
Don't do that to him. It's rude.
No. You're no fun. And Ming Li, you can hear again.
Okay. Shireen, take him back to Raz. Take me back to Khilon.
Rohiter transferred Shikaran's soul into Dozakh?
And change of plans.
Change of plans? Oh, you want to go to? You want to go to Dozakh?
I should probably apologize to her, so yeah.
Anything for you. Okay. Ming Li, to Raz?
Yes, please.
Okay. And she just almost grabs you by your soul.
Oh, great. Very
And
intimate.
grabs you, Kala, by
Love
your
it.
soul. And with her wings outstretched, the wings flap once and both of you are pulled inside the wormhole at light speed. Everything passing by, with universes passing by, with civilizations passing by, places you may never go, people who you may never know. And you will see how your story ends.
This is the version of yourself you're longing for. Ooh, you won't be late, you face the fate, break down the door. Times like never before, with machine guns, with the lost songs, with the lost songs. I'm here right now on my own, with no whisper. I'm just listening.
GODKILLER is a game designed by Connie Chan and currently in development with Evil Hat Productions. Find out more about GODKILLER, Blades in the Dark, Thirsty Sword Lesbians and other great games at evilhat.com.
You won't be late, you'll face the fate, break down the door.
And I don't again, and maybe that would help.
Oh fuck! What happened? Sorry, I'm so sorry. My lights went off. My Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah,
safe? Question mark.
Nobody's ever safe, but I'm relatively safe.
Well, that was the
Amaan.
answer.
What?